Hello everyone, it's Brett here, Lionheart84, and we're looking today. I've just picked, and the date is the, let me see, 5th is it, or 6th? Let me just check. Yeah, 6th of October, and I've just been out to the garden and picked the very last fig of the year. It's actually a main crop fig, or certainly looks like the last fig, and it's actually quite, it's hard to see on camera because of the light in here, but it's actually quite a sort of a dark reddish colour rather than a brown colour. You probably can't see in the light here, but it's quite a nice colour. A couple of marks on it where it's been against the stem, but I thought I'd pick it now before it dropped off or was finished off by the birds. And I noticed a couple of ants were getting on it, and they can pick holes in them as well. So I thought we'd have a quick look at it, just check the weight. And this is the one that I think is a long do, or it could be a Brunswick. 77 grams, so that's not a bad weight at all for the time of the year. So I thought we'll cut this open, have a look inside, see what it looks like. I thought what I've done with the knife now. I thought I had a knife here a second ago. Right, let me just pause the video and pick up the knife, because somehow or other I've not brought it over. That wasn't very well organised, so here we are back with the knife now. So let's see if we can manage to cut this. It's nice and soft. So it looks like it. Now this is what happens when we get these. I mean, it's edible, but this is what happens when you get these late season figs. Although it's sort of soft, you can see how it's a little bit browner or drier in the middle. So let's see if we can cut it in quarters again. This is typical of the problem with main crop figs in cooler climates like the UK, because what happens is, come September and the temperatures drop, although this fig has made it to main crop size, the sap flow is reduced to the fig as the tree starts to cut the sap back, and the branches all lignify, i.e. turn woody. So instead of getting that lovely sort of syrupy inside to it, where all the sugar and moisture is being pushed into the fig, you end up with it starting to get a little bit dry. So we'll taste it and see, because my guess is it'll still taste fine, but it doesn't look as appealing as some of the ones I had a little bit a while ago, the last of the Brabers and the very early main crops. Let's just taste it and see. Yeah, no complaints about the flavour. It's not as syrupy and jammy as the earlier ones, but it's still got a nice, still got a very pleasant flavour to it. Still vastly superior to anything I've bought from a shop this year, even though this isn't the peak season for figs over here. And I said this is the first year that I've managed to get main crop figs. Up till now I thought they probably weren't possible to get, but I'm delighted that I've managed to prove myself wrong, having said previously it wasn't the case. Very edible. I said it would be nice if it was a bit more full of syrup and riper in the middle, but there's still no problems with the flavour of it. Very edible indeed. So that was the last main crop fig of the year. The other figs on the plant are half the size and green, and they're definitely not going to get to an edible stage as far as I'm concerned, not unless we have some freak warm weather in October, which seems extremely unlikely as it's getting colder by the day. So thank you everybody for watching, I much appreciate it. As usual, please give the video a thumbs up. Share it with anyone you think might be interested in fig growing in the UK or other cool climates. Subscribe to my channel if you don't mind, if you haven't done so already. And obviously click the bell to get notified of new videos as they come out, which will include updates on figs in winter and all of my other plants. So have a great evening everybody. Brett out for now, and I'll catch up with you all in the next video.